Hi guys, hello everyone. Hi, my name is Sakshna. Doing this challenge of me meditating for 21 days straight, I have completed week 1. Yay! Without even let me say it, without taking a break or procrastinating and then not completing the week. I have completed my week 1 in one try. So I've did that. Um Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, on Sunday I was like it because I woke up late and my neighborhood was so chaotic. I just could not. So but I I it was around 11 p.m., but I still did it. I did. So yeah, that's let's just give you an overview. So I so I wrote everything up. How was my reaction and what changed in my life, to tell you how meditation is a good fucking asset, right? So on week 1, I did was on day 1, actually, not week 1, on day 1, I did 2 minutes of meditation because I was running fucking late, right? So what happened was I was late for my class because our college decided to have a to start from 8:45, and I live far, so I have to wake up early, right? I was late as fuck, and my dad is the one who drops me off. So what I did was I ended up doing 2 minutes of meditation. It was barely there, but it was something I did, so I was so happy. I was like, on day 1 it was like barely there. On day 2 I upped my game. I meditated for 5 minutes. I meditated for 5 minutes. So I did it. I meditated for 5 minutes and it was fucking good, right? I felt good in a long time, right? Because I had been very anxious, and those 5 minutes were the calmest 5 minutes of my day that day. So now let's move on to day 3. Day 3, I upped my game. I meditated for 15 minutes. I meditated for 15 minutes. It was so good. Like, I love meditating. I do not even know why I just end up stopping meditating, because I genuinely love meditating. I love it so much. Like, if meditation was a person, I would literally kiss them. I love meditation. That's how much I love them. I love it. Sorry, my bad. Right, I love meditation. I think I've said that quite a lot. My bad. Kings and queens. Kings and queens. I have had a long day. You can see my eyes. I'm sad as fuck. Like, all I want to do is go home and sleep. But the fact is, I am at my home, but I'm not sleeping. Right after I did the day 3 meditation, I felt peace in myself. All the negative thoughts I'd been having from quite a long time, they didn't like really fucking stop. Oh shit, I can't curse on TV. This is not TV, but Dakshina. Okay, the negative self-talk did not stop. Like, it did not. What happened was I significantly lowered my negative self-talk, and guess, on day 4 my life changed. No, I'm just kidding. I started consuming more good stuff. So I started consuming more of the good stuff. I started consuming, affirmations, something with positive energies, like balancing my chakras with that sound. And I used to be, okay, this is very, but I used to be very I used to be obsessed with tarot cards. I said what I said. I used to be obsessed with tarot cards, future spouse and shit like that, because I was not seeking validation. What I was doing is I was escaping my reality. That's what I do. That's what I was doing. And one day I was four, right? I was meditating, and then I realized all these, binge watching media online, obsessing over people going on the internet. I mean, you can go on the internet if you find great creators. You can go on the internet, but if you're like constantly on the internet, and my background voices are so shit, my bad, queen. Yeah, I just started thinking that all these things I was doing, I'm so fucking tan. All these things I was doing, I was escaping my reality. I did not, it was mostly because I do not like my reality. I did not like my reality. And what have the most greatest people on the internet have said always? Oh, it was 11:11 on my camera. It's my tablet, but yeah. So what I remember from a lot of like manifestation, self-help creators, what they say mostly is that your outer reality reflects your inner reality. So it just clicked in my mind, like why I hate my reality is because the inner reality is shit. It is not good, so that's why my outer reality is shit. So if I do not like my outer reality, I need to change something here first, right? So I got this epiphany. I don't know why I even talk in English, right? But I feel like it's so much easier to talk about your feelings in English rather than do it in your mother tongue. I feel like I would not be able to express so much of myself in Hindi without feeling a bit cringe. I don't know why, mate. Right, so after I got this epiphany, I meditated yet another day. So on day 5, I completed one of my vision board, kind of, one of the things I wanted to do. Okay, so this is kind of sneak peek, but I am doing a different kind of vision board this year. Okay, I am going to make a long ass video on that. I don't know why I'm not making it, but I will post it around next week after I post this video, right? So what I did was, I have this vision board, right? I have not printed it out as of right now. Like, it does not exist in my hand, but I have I have I have I have select I have it's fine. I'm the most calmest person I know. I love myself. I love my life. I love content creation. I love my hair. It's so pretty. I love my hair. I genuinely do. I like it so much. You're so cute, baby. Stop doing stuff like that. Okay, so one of my manifestations came true. Should I tell you or should I not? I think I should tell you. So I have been obsessed with museums, although the only times I would go to museums would be when my schools would take them, and not a lot of times. So one of my most absolute fantasies as a kid, and even now, are exploring museums. So I did it. On Saturday, I went to a museum. It had been on my bucket list. It had been on my bucket list for a long time. I even volunteered just because I wanted to go to a museum, but I ended up not going. Oh, sorry. I ended up not exploring because I was busy volunteering. Right. So yeah, I wanted to go to a museum, and I did that after meditating like a week. And people were like, girl, that is not what manifestation is. But you know what, I think manifestation is not like asking for $1 million and it appearing before you when you've never manifested like a rupee in your life. So I think manifestation is like building a house. You can't build a terrace before building the ground level. I'm so poetic, but I don't know what words to use. Wait, I'll give you the metaphor again. You can't. I have so. My neighbors are so fucking crazy. I apologize. And for my clock too, but it's like on. It's very high, and I don't think I can turn it off with how high it is. Yeah, so I was giving you the metaphor, right? So you can't build a terrace of a building without building the ground floor, right? You need to have some kind of support before, like you need to pass class first to go into class second. You can't just go into class second directly. No matter how small my manifestations are, I do believe, if you've never manifested anything in your life, I don't think you can manifest in your life. So that. And on day 7, on a Sunday, I was like fucking stressed. I did not want to meditate, but I ended up doing it, and I slept like a baby afterwards. And this morning too, I meditated, and I woke up early, and I genuinely love meditation. It calms my mind down. I don't know if you guys know about astrology. If you do, I'm a Gemini, and my sun is in my 12th house, so connect the dots, right? So I was so excited for meditating, and I genuinely love meditating. I love meditating. I think more of this video, rather than a review, this is just me professing my love for meditation. If there's someone out there with the name meditation, they must be feeling so much love right now. But I don't think people would be named meditation. Like, their parents must hate them for them to name them meditation. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Can this even be called reaction? Because I genuinely am. Yeah, hope you guys liked my review of meditation week 1 with consistency. This is one of those weeks. No, this is the first week of me being consistent, because I've never in my life meditated 7 days consecutively. So yeah, this is generally. I look high right now, but I'm not. I'm just sleepy.